Welcome to this edition of Power Nugget. This week, as we approach Christmas, allow me to take you over a topic that we are considering concerning Christmas. Christmas is a holiday where people like journeying. They journey from one place to another. And you will agree with me that people travel all over when it comes to Christmas. They want to go see family, they want to go and celebrate, they want to have a good time, and so they'll be making a lot of journeys. It is not new, because in the Bible you will realize that the time Jesus is being born, that they have been making journeys. The king had commanded that they should go to their home country, their home places, to be censored. And they all traveled, and by the time Jesus is being born, Mary and Joseph had made a journey. So today, I want to begin a topic, the journey of Christmas. And in this day, I'm talking about the journey to serve. Christmas is a journey of serving. You need to understand, you need to walk as a servant. You need to serve. There are three people in these scriptures that we're going to look at that teach us the journey of serving. One of them is Mary. Mary had planned to get married. All the plans and the dreams were okay. She had set everything already betrothed, ready for marriage, and then an angel appears to her. And when the angel appears to her, gives her salutation that is very uncommon. And then as conversation ensues after that, and at the end of it, the angel has already unwrapped the dream of God to Mary, that she's going to give birth. And Mary says one thing in Luke chapter 1 verse 38. He says, "Let it be to me your servant according to your will." She calls herself a servant. She had plans to get married, had set everything ready. But guess what? She has to shelve her plans in order to fit in the plan of God. Christmas is a journey of serving. You want to be a servant, understand you have to lay aside your plans. She laid her dreams aside. She laid her plans aside so as to fit in the plan of God. I want to encourage you over this Christmas that make the journey of serving. A true servant does not stick to his own plans, does not stick to his own plan, does not stick to his own dream. He understands that the plan of God is bigger than his own plans. And that is what Mary did, shelved aside to follow the plan of God. Another person that teaches us about service is Joseph. Joseph was betrothed to this woman, ready to get married. But guess what? The angel appears to him because he's afraid. He's planning to divorce the woman quietly. But the angel is issuing a warning. He's telling him, please do not leave the woman, because the child she is carrying is of God. She will bear forth a child, and you have to name him Jesus. And so Joseph is being told by the angel, you have to be courageous to take her as your wife. This was against the tradition. This was not what was supposed to happen. But because the angel appeared to him and he told him you have to be courageous, the man stood his ground, took Mary, and served the will of God. During Christmas, understand, there are conflicts that you will go through that are brought by your traditions. Sometimes the customs do not agree with your Christianity. Sometimes traditions do not agree with your Christianity. But as you are with your people, you need to be courageous enough to stand and serve the will of God. It takes you to be courageous to serve the will of God. And I want to encourage you this Christmas, be courageous enough to serve the will of God. And then the last person that we're going to look at is Jesus himself. Jesus leaves heaven. He comes, even though he was God, he decides to be born as a human being. He's manifested for the first time in the manger as God in the human form. He came to serve, not to be served. Think of the goodies that are in heaven, the gold, the silver, everything that you think of. He left that so as to serve you. In service, you have to sacrifice. In service, you have to humble. You don't hold your position. You humble yourself like the way Jesus humbled himself. To be a great leader, understand, you have to be a leader that lives in humility. Humility must be a core value in your life. Jesus humbled himself. Though he was God, came as a human form. And guess what? He served humanity. I want to encourage you today. Christmas is a time to serve, and you have to be at a place where you're willing to serve. As we journey together, understand the journey begins by serving. And this Christmas, turn your plan to God. Plan to be a servant, because God is looking for servants. God bless you, and I encourage you, this Christmas, serve the Lord. See you tomorrow.